Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Sunday, August the 5th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading, weekly open and gap. And we will employ money and risk management this week, as always. Well, we're looking at the month. It's red for the yen. But let's focus on the gap. We've got lots of gaps that haven't filled. We're only into we're in the second hour of trading. So there's still opportunities out there. Still opportunities to take advantage. It's up to you guys. On the day, we're slightly green. I am 1 pip above the open. Uh-oh. There we are. We're coming out of that lower wick zone. So there's a chance right there to go long. And looking at the buy zone, we've got the pivot up here beyond the buy zone. So might just want to jump in and go for that pivot. Too early in the day. Well, right now we don't have a rat zone. We've only got 10, 11 pip range. Nothing to worry about. And we see that we've got the monthly pivot up here. We've got the weekly pivot here. The daily pivot is right there. All indicating long. And we got a 3-ball at the bottom from previous. So we haven't put a ball today. So maybe green at the line or just jumping in now, thinking we're going to fade those pivots. We've already crossed above the close there. So long at the 21 or 217. We're now at 23. So there you go. And we're coming off out of that lower wick zone once again. Here's the upper wick zone. There's the midpoint on the daily. Holo zone. Not much of, since we don't have much range, there's really not much. We don't have a holo trade at this time. Wow, price is moving up. I should probably jump in, huh? And here we go. We've got a long trigger here at the 25. Inventory reduction bar. You can see we had a lot of waiting just sitting there. Got some buying going on right now. Can break out. And you've got this long candle. I'm thinking this price needs to come back up here. I just turned the computer on, trading screen on just a little while ago, so not much action at the moment. And here we go from the Einstein line. That's when I turn the computer on. Here we go. Looks like long. You can see we just pushed up. So might have to jump in long there. Oh, I had some questions over the weekend online and on the phone. Yes, I'm still taking donations. I'm only coding MT4 indicators, so no, I'm not coding any new TradeStation indicators or anything for Thinkorswim or Ninja. I don't code on those platforms. Other people sometimes take my code and port them over to the other platforms. Let's see. Somebody was asking me about stocks. Once again, if I trade stocks, I only use the buy zone. There's nothing else. I find my cows. I trade the buy zone. It's just that simple. For those of you looking to trade futures or other instruments using my indicators, and methods. Once again, you have to run frequency distributions to find out, one, is that method profitable? Two, um, what your percentages are, and three, where the sweet spots are, such as a rat zone or a buy zone. You can always trade the wick zones, but once again, you have to run the frequency distributions. And there's one trader that we've been emailing. He's making some very interesting observations using the price travel analyzer that I wrote and put out last year in the donationals. My allergies are kicking in, so I might sound a little funny. But you might say you always sound funny, so what's the difference, right? Anyway, self-deprecating humor. Yeah, there were some very interesting observations made using the price travel analyzer, and it really surprised me that more people, more traders haven't used it, because it's a very powerful tool. Um, really gives you an idea of the movement on price, and you can use it to help pinpoint your entries, exits, fine tune your methods. But everybody has to find their way. But I just find that interesting that it didn't really catch on more. Between it got the real time price analyzer and the price travel analyzer, but lots of people don't use them. Maybe I should bring them up in a video, but I've already done those videos, so you guys can look. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if there's any other questions or comments. Let's see. No, I think that's about it. I noticed there was some talk about, trading skill and the luck from, how to, was it trade for a living, or how to make money trading, what I did last week. And the thing is, you know, it's just something that you have to wrap your head around, that you don't get a guaranteed outcome. Um, some things are up to skill, some things are up to other people. In other words, some things are within your control and some things aren't. And the one thing that's not in your control is whether or not you will ever have an opportunity to exit the last trade you entered with a profit. Maybe you get that opportunity, maybe you don't. Sometimes you enter a trade and it goes the other way, and then 2 days later it goes your way, but you already stopped out. And then you're like, oh man, if I would have only waited. Well, if that's not your trading plan, then you don't wait. But, that's just one of the things that, is a lure that, and I mean a lure, not one word, but two. A space lure. It lures you, kind of like the moth to the flame. That, oh, if I just do this, I can just wait it out. Then you just see even a bigger drawdown. Then you see your account get wiped out. So, stick with that money management. If you stick with the money management and you're not winning, then perhaps the trading method you're employing isn't working. But you have to make sure that you are following all the instructions. You're not late, you're not early, you're always on time, meaning you don't rush the trade. You take profit when you're supposed to. You don't second guess anything. And that's really tough for a lot of people, because they think they can do something to influence the outcome when there's nothing you can do to influence the outcome. It's just that simple. And it's just tough. I mean, yesterday I was out building something, and, I got all the confidence in the world, measure, cut, assemble. I mean, yeah, I knew what the outcome's going to be. If I wire something up, I hook the ground to the ground and the hot to the hot and the neutral to the neutral. When I flip the switch, it works. I know what the outcome is going to be. But trading, yeah, I can take that trade right here at the line. but I don't know what that outcome is going to be. I take that trade right there and look what happens. But then I take it right here and there's a chance for a profit. Right there, there's a chance for a small profit. Did I take it? No. Then boom. Once again, there was enter barely any profit, maybe a point, and the same thing here. But this time maybe you stopped out. Maybe you went short and then you stopped out. And then you go, oh, I quit. This doesn't work. Well, you have to wait and see. Maybe this isn't the one for you. Maybe it is. I don't know. You just have to wait. You just have to have patience. You have to take notes. You have to do the homework. You have to keep track, keep a log. And so long as you do everything like you're supposed to, then it's up to the method. Of course, somebody can counter, well, then just run an EA. Well, you could. You go, well, why don't you write EAs and give us EAs instead of, making us trade? As I said before, there are so many things that can go wrong with automated trading that I don't want to be responsible. I don't want anybody saying, "Hey, I used your EA and you blew my account, and I'm going to have my lawyers, sue you or something." Don't need that headache, that hassle. Really don't. But in today's world, trading robots, I don't know how much they account for in the overall trading, but some of them are really hard to beat. They're faster than you and I are. But that doesn't mean we can't win. So, fellow traders, I hope you have a profitable week. Just remember money management. And also, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks.